olives, the greatest, most significant, most powerful fruit in existence. Now, you might not think olives are that significant, but think about it. Have you ever watched a video online and you hear people saying like, what's their least favorite food, for example? Think about it. What fruit is it ever other than olive? When does a person say a name of fruit that is not olive? Never. Olives are famous, olives are significant, and imagine a scenario. You go into a store, you need to buy cooking oil, and where do you end up? What do you end up seeing? The oil aisle. And what's on the oil aisle? Olive oil. Loads of different kinds of olive oil. Olives have become incredibly widespread. We have olive in all kinds of oil. They're being treated with great attention online, and olives are very, very significant. But is this just random? Or is it a conspiracy? Now it might sound a little bit ridiculous, but just think about it. You walk in a store, so many olive oils, and you see them, and you see this text, virgin olive oil. I mean, fair enough, olives don't have sex, so they're clearly virgins. So this makes sense, they're still at that zero, where they haven't had it, they're still at neutral. They're always at neutral, because they are not sexually reproducing organisms. But we get into other issues when you think about some of the other things. Think about it. You'd be also seeing virgin olive oil, you also see extra virgin olive oil. And what the hell is extra virgin olive oil supposed to be? Like, you're somehow having negative sex? It doesn't make sense, right? Like, that's utter ridiculous nonsense, right? So, clearly extra virgin is just a false thing, it's a false concept. It can't be real, it makes no mathematical sense. I mean, think about it, you're born at the zero, neutral, you haven't had sex. And then eventually you have sex, you go up to 1, 2, so on. But if you need to be extra virgin, that means going below the zero, right? Because being virgin is the default state, so if you're extra that, you have to go down to the negatives. And mathematically, you can't have negative sex. Like, if you are not having sex, it's just zero. Like, it's not negative. So, what does it leave us with? A conspiracy. Like, there's no way this is genuinely the case, right? Like, it's very obvious that the extra virgin is just not accurate to reality. But at the end of the day, think about it. It's bringing power to the olives. When we add in virgin olive, we are making the olive seem greater. We're giving it more chastity. Okay, think about it. We have this olive. We are giving it more chastity by calling it virgin. Even we are emphasizing on that quality of it. But that's giving the olive power. It's empowering it. And now we need to go further, we even go to the extent of calling it extra virgin, as if that was even a thing, it doesn't make sense, but they're still calling it that. And, there's no way this means anything else, other than, the olives are gaining power, it's obviously a move to give them power, but why do the olives need power? They're not even people, why would they be able to do that? But just think about it. Have you ever looked at, historical papers or books from historians about the establishment of agriculture, about how humans started to start living in towns and farming and stuff. And if you have, then you'll notice all of the time we keep talking about how humans are slaves to the crops. We are slaves to the vegetables and the fruit and the grain and all these things. And maybe they're not just talking figuratively, maybe they are actually trying to pass on a message of a truth that the government is hiding from us. Maybe we are actually slaves to them, and maybe it doesn't really come across to you or me, but those olive farmers are out there constantly farming olives. They are right there being exposed to the olives manipulation constantly. They are living their life constantly right next to them. They're the closest thing to those olives. So of course the olives aren't going to target us who are far from them, but they're going to target the farmers who are right there. So what does this result in? What does this mean? It results in the olive farmers giving the olives power, it means they're empowering it, giving them all this virgin olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. All of this is being orchestrated by the olives to give themselves power, to give themselves attention. And they use this power to gain influence and eventually take over of humanity. They are already slowly creeping up their governance. They are already getting power of the members' governments. You know, you look at your prime minister, they're producing olive oil in their home. And your president or king or whatever, probably also using olive oil at home. Olives are getting everywhere. Olives are taking over, and they are slowly but surely creeping their way into the people and our society. So, what can you do? Well, there's very little you can actually do because it's a very widespread issue. It's already, in the case that basically lost to the olives, and the olives are basically just had won. But it's not quite that over yet. You can still try to fight against olives. You can still put up your strength, go out there and kill the olives. So, but you have to act now. You have to be quick and make sure that you know that olives cannot take over. With that, goodbye.